Hello, this is Icommentateyoulisten coming to you live with well, not live, it's actually a replay, but with commentary of the game Napoleon Total War. This is my online battle. I will be battling with a friend over here, Sergeant Tammy, and I am right here. Let's start. Now I am these. I'm the British. My enemies are the British. And my friend is France, I believe. Yes. I start off with a quick attack to try to take out their general. I take out most of its guards, but I do not end up killing his general. He realizes what I'm doing, and he moves his troops away. Let's see. Comes back over here. We exchange a few howitzer shots back and forth. Well, actually, I just exchanged howitzer shots with him multiple times, and he slowly moves his troops back to try to get him out of the range of mine.
This building has fallen to the enemy!
See, you can see him pulling his troops back. Then I realize that he has howitzers here, and I start targeting them with gas rounds, which leave a gas, and I try to, if they don't do much unless they get a direct hit, then they can hit like a cannon at a time. Now, let's see, back over here, my friends have got this lined up, got their skirmishers in front, and are going for a more defensive approach, as our enemies are too. They're slowly taking shots off at these rifles, as you see, and they have howitzers. My friends are firing these into the enemy ranks. I fire some more fire shots, trying to see if those will be more effective, which they're not. They end up getting their howitzers out of there, and I end up getting no kills. So what I realized later is that the horses are in range, and horses are devastated by fire. See, over here we have some battling going on. My friend is trying to take out their howitzers because their howitzers are doing some pretty heavy damage to their cannons. Let's see, we got some, they're firing some cannons right back at. There, I have a few more fire shots off. Killed a few of their horses. Well, actually, I only killed one of their horses. I knocked out one of these cannons, and they are taking shots off now over here. These are two of my troops, in case they try to come up their flank. I don't want to let them get flanked, so I position them over here. I have a V right here, so if they try to get in, it'll be a killing ground, and it'll be very hard to take the bridge. And I have one unit, which is falling back, because he said he needed some assistance, over here. Communication is key. That's how we ultimately ended up winning this battle. We'll see that later. See, they're moving their horses over. They're trying to bring in the horses for a attack to try to take out my howitzers because they are doing some heavy damage.
Back, guards, back! There's no glory for us!
I hit them with some fire, but only take out one or two horses.
Moving out!
They slow their horses down, let those other ones catch up. Back over here. Still just exchanging some artillery shots. Lost one man in this place. Back over here, he has lost 0 men. Now we get back. And let's see. They're moving theirs out. They move their horse guards back because they realized they need to save some horses. They move these people slowly out of range. I get a few last shots off at them, but I don't believe I get any hits. No, I actually do kill one horse. Back over here. I got 4 more shots off. Enough. Let's see. no direct hits on their artillery yet. And my friend now, right in this point in the battle, he asked me to move my horses so he can move his here and get some protection from this barraging of artillery. Friend also, Sergeant Tammy, also moves his horses over here for a possible flanking of this if they ever get off guard. So I move my horse over with him because I don't have really much else to do with him. He moves his horse, his artillery out of range, which is good. Now, I'm sorry. I hit my recorder. Okay, anyway, back to this. They're firing over here, right into the enemy ranks. Their horses are running around. Now, I noticed them right away, but I didn't want them to think that I noticed them and get them to run away, so I positioned my troops to stay still. And if they tried to charge, I'd put these into square and ultimately end their charge. So they stand there for a while. Then, 4 good artillery shots. Move my troops. I think I move them back. I'll have to see. Back into these ranks. You can see that they are moving their troops back, get out of artillery's range. And I am pummeling the ones that are in range. I get a few good hits in their lines, knocking out some of their back people. That guy. Here comes some more. So they turn around him and run. I take out one guy here, and I take out one guy here. Just some minor hits to help when my people ultimately start attacking. I position these people behind a house so the howitzers can't hit them. They'll only hit the house. Then, let's see. I changed to gas shots and try to take out their artillery because my friend says he needs a little bit of assistance because he's being barraged by artillery. So I give some smoke shots, which that one was way off. I realize it's ineffective, and I soon change back to fire. I moved my skirmishers over here, my riflers over here to try to shoot some of the horses, but they realized it and moved their horses out of range. And then they realize that they are getting heavy damage, and if they just sit back here, that they are going to lose lots of men. So they take their troops and they move them up to right around to actually make a frontal assault. Let's see, what do we got here? We got foot guards, the best of the British. Some of the best musketeers out there. Then we have, right over here, we have skirmishers, or rifles like I have. And the Highland Foot, which is a good unit. The stuff that's doing the most damage over here are my experimental howitzers. Got decent range and really cool shots. Sergeant Tammy starts getting some good hits on his artillery, knocking it out. First, he knocked out a few people over here. I get some really good hits with my artillery right over here, and lots of lost men here, causing them to go down to 47 men. Most of my other shots miss. I'm trying to take out their rifles because I realize that if they've put their rifles here, that they can take shots off at my artillery, which is not a good thing for me, because that's basically what my whole army revolves around right now. I somehow don't get any kills right here or there. Fire's on them, it's just not getting any kills. So I switch to canister, and I take out 2. And they're a little slow to switch here.
Open fire!
They start shooting, taking out one man over here at first. So I instantly charge my rifles over here to try to take them out. And I switch to canister. Yeah, as you see. And it starts destroying them one by one.
Take cover!
So he starts running his rifles over some. We'll just get a nice direct shot down. And then my rifles start opening fire on them. Getting some really good hits. They're not in 29 men. Then a horse charge comes over here. So I block them with a square to prevent any major losses. And since they are routing, I change these people to attack the foot guards. And I have the foot attack. Bring the foot over here. My general's behind a house so he doesn't get hit. I start attacking their troops as they come over. Get some good hits here to prevent prevent me getting overrun. They get a really good shot off all of my skirmishers and take them down to 19 men, and they start grabbing. So these people. My foot start firing, and I turn these people, these foot back here to take out the horses that are still roaming around my lines. They open up fire, get some good shots off, kill some of the horses, and then I send them into square so they won't take heavy losses. All these horses go up, knocking their riders off. Most of them knock their riders off. And then it goes into combat right here. As these people over here shoot the oncoming army.
Our general is under attack.
I realize my general's under attack and move him closer to the range. I realized that I moved him over here so he could start inspiring these people and make them shoot better, but I didn't realize that the horses were going to change and start attacking him. So I tried to run him away, but they kept turning back around and trying to fight. So I was just hoping that the general wouldn't get killed. These people slowly, the Highland foot rushes across the bridge, trying to do a charge on me. My people try to defend. Now, this is when my friend asks if I need help. Sergeant Tammy asks if I need help, and I say yes. So he sends some troops over to give me some assistance. He puts some skirmishers to help take out the skirmishers across the river. At first they don't fire because he realizes that they're not actually on fire at will. About a few minutes later, I tell him that, and then they go to fire at will and start destroying. Right here we have our foot. Right here we have our experimental howitzers still taking shots off. These people got knocked down to 15 men. Then the cannons way over here start taking shots off at me with their bounce shotting, which means they're hitting the ground and bouncing them, which are never accurate, so I don't need to take much worry into that. But the major thing is they move their howitzers right here, which starts doing some massive damage to my howitzers, as you can see right there. Many die. So I start formulating a plan to try to take that out. I realize that these two people are starting to lose morale and will rout soon. So I use that in my plan. I also see that the horses are over here. I try to take some of their people out.